2014. And you take a look at the Great Britain team. Laurie Williams and Amy Conroy were co-captains of the team that won gold in the Under-25 World Championships in Beijing last year. But they will rely on Helen, Freeman, and Conroy to do the bulk of their scoring. As I said, Coach Thompson and his assistant, Dan Price, are both Americans, transplanted to Britain to coach this national team. It is the youngest team in the tournament with an average age of less than 23 years old. And the Chinese team, they had a rough time in their final outing against the Netherlands, as the Netherlands took their two best scorers, particularly out of the game. That's Lui and Jiameng Deng. Lui wears number 7 and Deng wears number 11. Deng, at only 21, is the youngest player on their team, and she has come on very strong in this Olympic tournament. But as I said, the Dutch tried to take her and Lui out of the game and did a good job of that. Zhuang Chen Yu is the head coach of the Chinese team. Starting lineup for Great Britain will be Carrigill, Freeman, Williams, Conroy, and Hazelden. Freeman is the leading scorer with just under 14 points a game, 10 rebounds, and just under 7 assists a game. And for China, Dai will be in the starting lineup with Chen, Lui, Long, Lin, and Dai making up the rest of that team. Long, with nearly 6 assists a game, will try most of the ball handling for the Chinese. Big question for Great Britain is which team shows up. And this is typical sometimes of young teams. You never quite know what you're going to get. The experience not there. They had that tough loss to Canada, but then rebounded with three strong wins on the trot, especially that game they had to win against Germany. China with a big win over Algeria and France by 72 and then by 20, but two big losses in the last two games. The US beat them by 34 and the Netherlands beat them by 33. Those were the first and second place teams in their group. The referee is Sebastian Gauthier from Canada, Linus Rodriguez from Lithuania, and Thomas Pyer from the Czech Republic are the umpires. Just about ready now to get underway in what should be a fascinating match. If the Chinese play their game, they will come at you quickly. They will move the ball around very well. And if GB can play their game, they'll be getting the ball to Katie Morrow inside, to Amy Conroy inside, and they will be getting big contributions from Helen Freeman in terms of both points, rebounds, and assists. Sophie Carrigill, one of the two co-captains today. Katie Morrow, I mentioned that Charlotte Moore on the team is turning 18 today. Well, Katie Morrow won't turn 17 until the 20th of September. That's a week from today, just after the Paralympics finish. And she is the youngest woman in the tournament at just 16 years old. Morrow now will take the tap against Dai, and Dai controls it, but it's taken away by Freeman, and GB set up to Morrow underneath. Morrow, not a good angle, but she turns, and she gets a block from Hazelden. Morrow, and hits. Katie Morrow, the 16-year-old from County Antrim in Northern Ireland, makes it 2-0 for Britain. That's Dai for China, sets up in front and hits. That's her area, and that's what the Dutch tried to do, was keep her out of the paint. Freeman now to the outside, takes the baseline, the left-handed shot won't go, and the rebound to Lui. She gives it to Cheng. Cheng turns, and now the blockers. Dai again, they get Dai in the paint. The shot is blocked by Morrow, and there will be a foul called on Katie Morrow. Sorry, it's a foul on Conroy, excuse me. Amy Conroy. and Dai will shoot 2. Dai makes them both. She's got all 4 of China's points. It's 4-2 with a minute gone in this game. Freeman brings it up for Britain. Collision and Dai goes flying. Dai gets right back up and comes down low. Pass goes across to Conroy. And that one, it was tipped away by Dai. She gets it right back from Chen and throws it up to Lin. Suiling Lin now at the top of the key. Dai. Shot clock down to 7. Lin sets for the shot herself and gets the roll. It's 6-2. Freeman now. Williams trying to set the screen for Freeman. She takes the baseline again, and the soft shot in the paint is good. It's 6-4. Twice now, Helen Freeman has taken the baseline, gotten around the defender, and driven to the hoop along the line. And the second time she puts the shot in. It's 6-4. Long. They were in the paint for a long time there. Lee's shot missed, though, and the rebound finally falls to Conroy. Williams loses her balance. Hazelden. Freeman's got the screen from Conroy. Freeman comes in again along the baseline, this time just for the layup, and we're tied at 6 with 3 minutes gone in the first period. Lost, the clock stopped. And Long, who's the captain of the Chinese team, inbounds and quickly up to Chen. Chen back to Long. Got Lee setting the screen for her. Lin now down to Dai just outside the paint, and Dai is perfect so far in this game. 2 for 2 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the line. 6 of China's 8 points. Freeman. And she's on fire. Helen Freeman, 3 out of 4 shots. She's got 6 of Great Britain's 8 points. And we've got a timeout on the court called by the People's Republic of China. And the score is 8-8. Nearly 4 minutes gone in this first period, and some fantastic shooting by both teams, working the ball fluidly and getting good shots and making them. Pace of the game, well, it's very, very quick. On the surface, you might think that would favor China. And if I'm reading the hand signals correctly, I think what he's talking about is slowing the British team down when they're coming out of their end. No, as I said, part of the strategy for the Dutch team was to take Dai and Lui out of the game. Dai has been a big part right now so far of the Chinese game. Don't want to get all your offense from one person. Now there's a new one. I've never seen that peekaboo rim and ball before. It'd be interesting to watch the ball go through the hoop and see how well the cardboard takes it. But there you go. It's 8-8. Nearly 4 minutes played in this game. China bring the ball up. Oh, great by Long, but she couldn't get the shot to drop, and Freeman gets the rebound for Britain. Long went end-to-end with that ball, missed the layup. Freeman now protects the ball well because Long was coming up behind her, and Freeman switches her balance, takes the shot, but she was off balance and it doesn't go, and it comes up too long again. She's looking at Dai. Now she takes the shot herself. That misses, and Hazelden rebounds for Britain. She wants a quick pass, but instead gives it up to Morrow. To CARRIGILL, excuse me. Freeman again. And Freeman this time draws the foul, non-shooting foul. Fouls on Lee, that's her first and the team's first. Inbound, Williams tries to set the screen for Freeman and does as Freeman spins around and Freeman hits. Loads of time to look. Good work by Williams, good shot by Freeman. 10-8 Britain as we approach the halfway mark of the quarter. And Freeman coming down, keeping Lin in the back area. Dai now on the outside. Conroy comes right out to take her. Liu on the baseline. Hazelden stopped her but didn't get the hand up, and Liu puts the shot over. We're tied at 10. Conroy with a nice little fake. And Freeman, well, as she approached, she came in at the top of the key, was approaching the foul line and put the shot up, and it's good. It's 12-10, and Freeman has 10. What a great start for her. Long. Dai now coming around from the outside and shooting off the glass and in, and Dai is matching Freeman. Dai is 3 for 3. She's got 8. And we have another foul. 4 minutes to play in the first period. The foul was on Dai. That's her first. It's team's second. And we've got a couple of substitutions. Claire Griffiths, the oldest player on this British team. In fact, at 36, she is 10 years older than the next youngest player on the team, but young in physical spirit. Freeman misses a shot but gets the rebound. It's knocked away from her by Long. Chen picked it up for China, gives it to Dai, and Dai brings it up for China with Love, Robyn Love, the other woman who's come in, picking up Dai. A pass into Liu, open shot from 8, misses, and the rebound to Griffiths. Freeman. Freeman, Love from the, nice defense by Lin, breaking up that shot. 1 on the shot clock, and the shot is good by Freeman. She beat the buzzer. She got it up in the air just before the buzzer and put it through. Helen Freeman has 12 points. Great Britain lead China 14-12. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. And Chinese, well, great defense on that, frustrated by that last second shot. Long from the top of the key, she can't hit, and the rebound comes away to Love. And we'll just stop so that Liu can get back up in her chair. Freeman brings it up for Britain. Nice by Conroy, setting the screen for Freeman. Open look. Shot won't go for Griffiths. Conroy, good arc, and the basket is good. It's 16-12, and we got a 4-point lead in what has been a back and forth nip and tuck battle to this point. Both teams shooting well, but Britain shooting the lights out with 2/3 so far. Dai from way outside, and she misses, and Love with the rebound. Conroy quickly up to Freeman, and Freeman's got some space. Went right around Liu. Good job of cutting her off, but there will be a foul called on Lin Lin had to cut her off before she got the path to the basket, and just a little bit too much contact with the chair right there. That's the team's third foul, still not a shooting foul. Griffiths with the ball on the outside. Conroy, and we've got some call inside. Cross from the ball. And it's on long, and that's the fourth. So now the next foul for China would be in the penalty situation. That's Cheng coming into the game. Haizhen Cheng. Dai was defending. Freeman keeps it in. Love setting a pick for her. Love goes on the pick and roll and misses the shot. They did that, they executed that well, and Love couldn't finish. It stays 16-12 with a minute and a half to play, and China coming down. There's Dai, the trailer. She gets the pass over to Cheng. Oh, a good feed by Cheng, but there's a foul before that. No, in fact, there was a 3-second call on Chen. So the turnover nullifies what would have been an easy basket for China. Beautiful feed from Dai. Conroy. Love at the top of the key. 7 on the shot clock. Conroy takes the shot and hits. And Amy Conroy's got 6. $12 for Freeman, 6 for Conroy, 18 for Great Britain, 12 for China. And Dai, that shot was blocked as she let it go. Conroy controls the pass, now starts dribbling again. It was tipped away from her by Cheng, and finally Cheng it is who comes up with the loose ball for China. There's a turnover and the steal for Cheng. And the Chinese set up now. Dai in the low post. She had CARRIGILL on her. CARRIGILL staying there and keeping an eye. Now they switch and Morrow's got her. The pass went inside, and again, it's a 3-second violation. The Chinese are working in the paint hard, but they're staying in it a little too long. You see them lining up around the, it looked like they were lining up around the halfway line. 9 seconds to work for the shot. Now the China's retreated. Freeman coming down at pace and has a path to the basket. What maneuvering by Freeman, and she missed the shot at the buzzer. Helen Freeman maneuvered her way past defenders, came down the line untouched, and missed the shot. That's a crucial miss for her because she hasn't missed much so far in this quarter. In fact, in this quarter, she shot in the end 6 for 10. She has 12 points. Great Britain has 18. China has 12. At the end of the first quarter, it is Great Britain 18, China 12. And if we take a look at the team stats so far, well, Britain is shooting 56%, China down to 42 after a hot start. Rebounding, Britain is leading by 9-4. Turnovers and points from turnovers are both equal, but it's right now the shooting that's been the difference, and most of that difference has been Helen Freeman with able assist of Amy Conroy. Conroy has 6 points, and she's shooting 3 for 3 from the floor. For China, of course, Dai has 8 points, 3 for 5 from the floor, and she's been the one that China has been looking for. (18-12) at the end of the first quarter. Great Britain leading the People's Republic of China in this women's quarterfinal matchup at the Rio 2016 Paralympics. The winner goes to a semifinal matchup. The loser will go into the classification consolation round. China's still in their huddle. Clock has not yet reached 0, so here they come. The possession arrow, as you can see in the center of the scorer's table, favors China, and they will inbound the ball to begin the second quarter. Love and Carrigill getting some coaching there. Carrigill, only 22 years old, co-captain of the team. Cheng now. Well, you had the defense by Conroy, which was the extended arm and the yell. And that's going to be a foul on Cheng in the back court. Freeman inbounds to Hazelden and sends it back to Freeman and heads down to do some blocking, and there's the first one. But Dai, they switched off Dai on Freeman. There's another good block by Williams, and Freeman lost her balance. She was fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. But what a great job of blocking, and you see the way those blockers are used, how physical the game is, how tactical it is in terms of creating opportunities for your best shooters, and how much teamwork is involved. Freeman missed both shots, but she gets her own rebound on the outside. And nice pass to Laurie Williams. Williams couldn't get it off. It was partially blocked, I believe, by Deng. And China can't get it across the halfway line. You have 8 seconds to get the ball across half court. They couldn't do that, so it's a turnover, and it'll be possession. And again, there's trying to figure out which side of the court they'd prefer it inbounded on. Conroy. Hazelden doing the blocking. Conroy sets behind her and swishes it. 20-12. Minute gone in the second quarter. And Amy Conroy has 8. Dai takes it. Cheng was setting it for Dai, but instead Liu gets the shot. But Dai gets the rebound. She takes her time and sets and misses the shot. And it goes off Cheng. Conroy and Cheng hit it as it went out of bounds. It goes off Cheng. You're getting live commentary over the phone there from some of the Chinese supporters. Freeman brings it up. Hazelden. She moves behind Williams. Again, now she wanted to take the baseline, and this time Dai denied her the baseline, but she gets it back coming up at the foul line. Conroy is across with Moore, and Moore just did enough blocking for her, setting that screen, and it's 22-12. Conroy now has 10. So Freeman's got 12, Conroy's got 10, Great Britain has 22, and China still has 12. And again, the shot won't fall for China. Remember, this game was tied at 12, so that's 10 unanswered points for Great Britain since that point in the first quarter when the game was tied at 12. China has not scored since then, which is a space of about 9 minutes. Seems to have gone a bit quiet down on the court as well. They get the ball to Dai. He's setting up a double screen on one side, but she goes the other way. And that shot was partially blocked and stays with China. I think it was Williams who got the block. And China want a timeout now with 7 minutes to play in the first half. China have taken a timeout, and you have to go way back in the score sheets to note that it was 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter when China got their 12 points on a shot by DAI, and there are now 3 minutes gone, so that's 7 minutes without a point for the Chinese.
Make sure we get back to that, okay? Hey, in our 5, all right? Don't leave that. You can be a part of that, all right? We need that, all right? We need that, okay? Go supplement that. Dominate that. Hey, box out, box out. Don't rip the side.
Well, Helen Freeman has cooled off a little bit after her fast start shooting, but Amy Conroy has come along to pick up the slack. And China has gone cold. No points in the last 7 minutes of the game. Going back to the first quarter, a 10-point run by Great Britain, 10 unanswered points, and China will inbound. 7:03 to play, 4 on the shot clock. And that's a good shot. They got that one away quickly. They didn't have to force the shot, and Deng puts China on the board at 14 now, 22-14, their first basket in 7 minutes. Williams taking a bump from DAI, looking for someone to pass to. Hazelden comes over to give her a little bit of help, and the ball is in Freeman's hands with Long defending her. Freeman trying again to take that baseline route, but she gets the pick from Williams, the screen, and misses the shot. But Freeman with the steal, and it's going to be a foul on her. Take a look now. Now there, the foul you can see is with the wheel. It's wheel-to-wheel contact. That's the team's first foul. It's Freeman's first foul as well. DAI gets the ball cross court to Lee. Lee with a nice lead pass gets it back from Chen and misses the layup. And now Hazelden's got some space. She just gets to the ball. Liu trying to steal it away from her, but she turns. Now it's 3-on-2. Can she make the right pass? She does to Williams. Williams with a left-handed shot. Good use of the left hand coming in from the left side, and it's 24-14. And there's the shooting. China below 33% and Britain still above 50%. Deng. She stops at the foul line. Good pass for Long. Back to Deng. The give and go, and it's good. The simple stuff now working for China. 24-16. They're cut the lead to 8. Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. Freeman. Pass was too high for Conroy. That's a turnover, and China will get another shot. You can see what the Chinese are doing now. Coming down, trying to get that second cutter through. And here we go again. Space in the middle. Shots off the front rim by Lee. But she had the open shot. Freeman brings it up now and drops it for Williams, who's got the path to the basket, brings it in left-handed again and scores. Good look by Freeman and good move by Williams to control that ball in time to get the layup in. 26-16, the lead back to 10 with 4:45 to play in the first half. DAI for China. Down low to Lee, and Lee, well, she could shoot over Moore. She's that much taller than Moore, higher in the chair, and shoots over her. It's 26-18. And Freeman working so hard now, bringing the ball up. Moore sets the double screen for her. Freeman tries to go through and does. Freeman, and it was blocked by DAI, picked up by Lee. They get it out now, and Dai had the pass, but no one was looking, and that's going to be another 8-second violation. So it makes up for the turnover on the block. And some more, again, it is Love coming in off the bench, along with Claire Griffiths, so the same substitution as they made in the first half. Griffiths. Oh, nicely done. And Love doesn't make the shot, but gets the foul. But just a lovely bit of passing from Freeman to set that one up. And Carrigill is also in for more. Deng gets the foul. That's the team's third in this period. And Robyn Love makes the first. She only made her British debut last year in the European Championships. That goes off the side of the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds. Conroy can't get to it in time. Deng brings it up for China with Lee. Dai now. Hasn't had a ball in shooting position in a while. She's getting a double screen here and has the time, but misses the shot. And Conroy gets the rebound. Conroy wants to come up quickly, and she's going to be fouled by Dai. The team's fourth, so China are in the penalty situation now on the next foul, still with 3 minutes to play. And Freeman takes the baseline, kicks it out to Conroy. Conroy's got the shot, and she hits that one as well. Amy Conroy. Lee. Oh, good pass to Long, and Long is fouled from behind by Carrigill. Long actually had she could have just had a wheel to the basket. Long makes the first. I like the way she pulled her head there to see how the shot was going, but she missed the first. I think that may be part of the thing. That's that sudden movement. You want a good, consistent motion on your foul shooting with as little wasted motion as possible. Griffiths now ball handling outside and sets a good screen. Shot clock is down to 2, and they're not going to get a shot away. Before that, it's turnover to China, 29-19 the score, 2:29 to play in the first half. Good defense, but there's the open. Oh, it's a good pass, and the shot is missed, and it's going to be Chinese ball with clock resetting to 14 seconds. Well, that was well worked by China. A bad miss, but then the rebound went off of Carrigill. Shot in and out in the paint. Love with the rebound. Freeman now brings it up, surrounded by 3 Chinese. Moves over to where she can try to work one-on-one. Now Love comes over to help give her a pick. up top, goes across to Conroy. Conroy with the shot. This one she misses, and Dai pulls down the rebound for China with 1:44 to play. China coming up quickly. Lee doing the hard work on the left side. Dai is screening on the right side for Deng, and Deng lets the shot go and misses. And the rebound taken by Love over to Conroy, quickly up to Freeman. It's 2-on-2 if she can come up quickly. China now have 3 back, now 4 back, but there goes Conroy. Love on the other side has the great pass by Freeman, left-handed, gives it to Love, and she puts it in, 31-19. And Freeman with the steal, took it right out of Long's hands. Freeman coming down, Freeman taking the angle, and that's going to be a deliberate foul. Freeman getting herself up quickly to go to the foul line, and on the deliberate foul, there is no rebound. Unsportsmanlike foul, 2 free throws for Freeman, and Britain will keep possession after the shots. And the logic behind that is that it was a deliberate foul intended to stop her from scoring on the breakaway. She had the position, the clean path to the basket, and it was a pretty harsh foul too, a pretty strong foul. So now Britain wants timeout with 52 seconds left in the half, and they will be getting possession afterwards. And, well, a few words from Coach Xu. It was Long Young who lost the ball to Freeman and then was coming back to it. And oftentimes, especially when it's the player who loses the ball, you want desperately to minimize the damage to your team. That was not the foul, that was the unsportsmanlike foul, just in case you were wondering on that replay. That was the dish by Freeman that led to the easy basket by Love, and that was first-class stuff. Clock going now, 45 seconds to play in the half. Britain with the possession after the unsportsmanlike foul. Conroy driving the lane, has the shot. Doesn't get the roll, but gets her own rebound, has the shot again, and misses Long this time. Long with the rebound, Deng with the rebound, excuse me, and Freeman knocked it out of her hands, but China will keep possession now. 33 seconds to play, 23 on the shot clock for China. Dai coming out to take the pass. Doesn't really get a screen. Love is there, but Dai, and that was blocked from behind by Freeman, and Freeman gets the lead pass. Can't get a path to the basket, but turns around. They set up a double screen for her up the top. It's a three-pointer, and it is good. And that will bring the half to a close as a three-point basket by the captain, Helen Freeman, just before the buzzer. They executed that perfectly, set the double screen for her. She had plenty of time to line it up. She was coming forward for the extra momentum, and she swished it through, and that makes the score at halftime. Great Britain 35, the People's Republic of China 19. And what was, in the first quarter, a nip-and-tuck battle all of a sudden changed when Dai stopped getting the ball for shots. China stopped getting good shots. Their shooting percentage plummeted down to 30% so far for the half. Britain above 50% for the half. Rebounding still favors Britain 21-14. Points from turnovers 6-2, not that much difference, but there was that long 7-minute stretch with 10 unanswered points for Great Britain. China not scoring from 4 minutes left in the first quarter to 3 minutes gone in the second quarter. 7 minutes without points. Britain was able to build up a lead, and they have built on that, especially with that buzzer-beating three-pointer from the captain, Helen Freeman, and she has 16 of Britain's 35 points, and Britain lead China 35-19 at the half.
Now we have two new volunteers. A gente tem dois novos voluntários que vão fazer uma brincadeira com a gente aqui na quadra. Qual o seu nome? Daniel, e o seu nome? João Vitor. Vamos aplaudir os nossos novos voluntários. Let's give a round of applause for our two new volunteers.
Welcome back to women's wheelchair basketball at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. It's the women's basketball quarterfinal between Great Britain and the People's Republic of China, and the first half has been all Great Britain. It's gone their way since a very tight start. We were tied at 12, and then China went on a 7-minute shooting vacuum, and Britain had 10 unanswered points to open up a big lead. The second quarter statistics were 17 points for Britain, 7 for China, and Great Britain lead the People's Republic of China 35-19 at the half. The possession arrow is with Great Britain. They will inbound to begin the second half. A huge first half for Helen Freeman with 16 points early, and then for Amy Conroy with 12 points late. Freeman's first shot won't go in the second half, but those two had 28 of the 35 points, 80% of the Great Britain scoring. DAI, who started off hot and then cooled down, mostly because they couldn't get her the ball in good shooting positions, while China get her the ball in a great shooting position there, and Jiameng DAI puts the first points of the second half on the board and cuts the lead to 14. Freeman now. Cross to to Conroy. I did that at the beginning of the game as well. And the shot misses by Griffiths. So Love and Griffiths, who came in late in the second quarter, have stayed in, and that's going to be a foul on Freeman. And a very sloppy start in the first minute of the second half for Great Britain. And Lee will be at the foul line for China, and she makes the first. Misses the second, and Conroy brings it down for Britain. Carrigill quickly up, and Freeman's got it in her hands now. Freeman saw a space, and Love was breaking toward the basket, but was deflected by DAI for China. Cross court to Griffiths, who's wide open in the paint, and Griffiths makes the shot. Claire Griffiths, 5-time Paralympian, 7-time bronze medal winner in the European Championships. DENG, top of the key. Lee with the left-handed shot, and she makes that. It's 37-24. The lead is 13 with 2 minutes gone in the third. And Freeman all alone, well, not all alone, but with a clean shot in front, makes it 39-24. DAI was coming out on one side, but DENG gets it on the other side with a clean look, and DAI gets the rebound in the middle. DAI gets back out to DENG, and then she comes out and sets a screen, trying for the backboard was Lee. Morrow came down quickly and gets the pass in the low post from Freeman. Freeman gets it back outside the three-point line. Spins twice. Love makes a little space for herself and swishes it. It's 41-24. Long was held up, but it went into Lee, and Lee with the left-handed shot misses, and the rebound taken by Conroy. Hands it to Freeman. Deng picks up Freeman, then Lee comes over to help, but Freeman goes down the lane, and as Freeman shifted, you could see the way that sharp acceleration on the shift, the body and the hand moving, so she could go to the left, the hand on the wheel and the body lean to go to the left, and that drew the foul on Deng. It's like watching an ice hockey player moving from a glide to, you know, a sudden stop and then go. Shot misses, and Britain has come out cold here in the third quarter. Relatively speaking. Off the glass and a little bit too hard by Dai. And Freeman fighting her way out with the ball. And coming down on the outside, she's got Love and Morrow, and Conway, excuse me. Conway coming in now, Love on the side. And now comes back out. And Freeman takes the shot herself and swishes it through. What a beauty that was. 43-24, the lead's up to 19 halfway through the third quarter. And this is getting out of hand now for China. Dai. Cross court and too far. And we've got a couple of substitutions to come in for Great Britain. 11 is Katie Morrow and 13 is Jordanna Bartlett. Conroy and Love come out. Freeman, Bartlett setting a screen for her. Moving into position, Freeman working. She wants, you know, the perfect set. Now goes into the, and that was so good because she went back and forth, getting the defenders thinking about where she was going to go behind the screen, and then just as they committed to her right, she took off to the left, made some space in the paint, put the easier shot in. It's 45-24, 21-point lead now for Great Britain. Lee again trying to use the glass, and it doesn't go. Bartlett with the rebound for Britain to Freeman, and that one's poked away from Freeman. Dai trying to beat her to the ball, and Great Britain will keep possession, but they only have 10 seconds now on the shot clock. China should come up and press, try to make it difficult for them to get the ball across half court. They do it nicely. 5 on the shot clock now, and the pass, they're trying to put it into the paint to Katie Morrow, was knocked away, but there was a backcourt violation as Cargill came across and went back with the chair. China with the possession, 3.5 minutes to play in the quarter. Long over to Deng. Deng now with the shot. That won't fall. And the rebound is taken away. Griffiths took it away from Lee, and Freeman just wheeling through defenders. Good cross-court pass for Bartlett. Bartlett off the glass, gets her own rebound, tries again and misses, and Deng with the rebound for China. Good lead pass, but there's 2 defenders back. Good cross-court. Freeman might have got a little piece of that just as Lee was going to release the shot. And Dai has it now. And Dai doesn't want the shot. She had one there. And Freeman. China just has gone so cold from the floor. Griffiths. Freeman. Into Bartlett. Space for herself. Yeah, and the shot was blocked partially by Lee. They're still fighting for the loose ball now. And it'll be a jump ball. The possession arrow should be favoring China at this point. And more substitutions as Hamer and Love will come in. But first we've got a timeout. And the timeout was taken by China. We've got 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and China are down by 21. And to be honest, I think this may be a timeout just a little bit too late. But it may be that Coach Zhu is out of ideas here. He's tried different combinations. But his Chinese team, after a promising start, a really good first 6 or 7 minutes, 6 minutes, I suppose, of that first quarter where it was tied 12-12, have basically just fallen apart for most of the rest of the game. Unable to hit shots, unable to get rebounds for second shots. And Britain has done a great job both of shooting, setting up good shots. They had a fantastic run from Freeman at the start of the game, and then one from Morrow, taking up from her in the first half. And since then, with the lead, they've been playing steady basketball and protecting the lead nicely. They've pushed it up now to 21 points. In the middle, Lee misses the shot, but she's fouled by Freeman, or Hamer. It's on Freeman. Pay no attention to the man behind the screen who's moving the camera. The foul was on Freeman. Hamer was in the lane a bit early, but Lee made the shot anyway. 45-26. And Lee has 7. Freeman bringing it up, and that's going to be a foul on DENG. Well, Coach Mike Thompson, you see a sort of worried look on his face, but right now he's got different combinations in and trying them out. Griffiths misses the shot, contests the rebound, comes away now with China 3-on-3 on the break. Long pass in the middle for Lee. Lee can't get the shot to fall, and Hamer with the rebound for Britain. Oh, that's a good pass. And there's a layup possible, and hit by Robyn Love. Nicely done. Nicely done by Hamer and Love. They came in together, and they just worked for a basket together. Just coming to a stop on the baseline. Shots long, and it's going to go out of bounds. It was shot by Long, and it went long. And, well, Jidan Wang was a center on the Chinese men's basketball team in the Olympics. He's the assistant coach, and he does not look like he's enjoying this, and you can well understand why he would not be. Under a minute to play now in the quarter, and that'll be a backcourt violation against GB, and the turnover will go over to China. 3 substitutions coming in for PRC. Griffiths with the steal. Gets it up to Love. Griffiths coming around on the outside, moving through the paint now. They can get a double screen low, but instead they get the shot up high by Carrigill, and the rebound put in by Freeman. And that China get no shot away. Didn't even look like there was urgency to try to get the shot away. But Freeman's basket with 11 seconds left in the quarter extends the lead for Great Britain. Another dominant quarter for them. Game seems to have lost a little bit of its drive at this point, but Great Britain with a comfortable 23-point lead over China. They lead 49-26. And statistically speaking, the situation about the same as it was at the half, but the defensive rebounding up to 33-22, and the points from turnovers now 10-2, despite the fact that Great Britain has turned it over one more time than China. At the end of 3 quarters, Great Britain lead China 49-26. Well, the score after 3 periods in the women's wheelchair basketball quarterfinal between Great Britain and the People's Republic of China is Great Britain 49, China 26, and the 4th period is about to begin. The winner gets the place in the semifinals, and the loser goes into the consolation rounds for classification of places 5 through 12. Actually, it would be places 5 through 8, since 9 and 10 are already being classified in a game between the 5th place teams in each of the 2 qualifying groups. Long missing the shot, and Freeman with the rebound. Good pass for Hazelden, and she can't corral it. Lee on the outside. Hazelden now picks her up, cuts her off at the foul line with help from Williams, but she got a good pass inside and not a great shot from Lee. Lee was one of their high scorers, has barely played a part in this game. It's very strange how Dai, who carried the team offensively in the first few minutes, then stopped getting the ball. They stopped setting up positions for her to get the ball. She was primarily blocking for a long part of the game, and Lee, who was this team's 2nd high scorer, Liu, coming into this game, had been taken out of the game by the Dutch deliberately. Hazelden with a good feed from Freeman and gets the basket, give Freeman the assist. It's 51-26. Well, Liu hasn't been any factor whatsoever in the offense. In fact, she's only played less than 9 minutes. 1 for 5 from the floor. Not efficient shooting, but still. You dance with the one who brung you. Lee misses, and Hazelden with the one-handed rebound comes away for Britain. Big edge in defensive rebounds. That was poked away from her by Chen, and there will be 16 seconds on the shot clock as Britain inbound from the side. Charlotte Moore will inbound. That's Hazelden, and there's a good block there. Freeman whirling around, back to Hazelden again, takes it with one hand. Conroy, shot clock down to 2. She can't get the shot away. But there's a foul. Foul on Lee. So the shot clock resets to 14, and you saw Coach Thompson calling line. They set up the inbounds play. Moore takes it. Freeman is down low. Freeman now coming up behind, cuts inside, gets a good lean to get the shot away, and we have a stoppage so she can bounce back up in the chair. And now it is China who will inbound from the back line. Lin on the outside. Good look on the inside to Liu, but her shot is off. And Conroy got rid of it just before it was poked away from her, but there is a foul in the backcourt on Liu. That's a second team foul on China. Freeman. Conroy with lots of time and hits. That was the stuff in the second part of the first quarter. That was the stuff that really killed China as Britain started to pull away from them. Up to that point, Freeman had been carrying the GB team by herself. When Conroy got hot, they pulled away from China. China had this 7-minute string at the end of the first quarter, beginning the second, where they just did not score. 10 unanswered points from Great Britain to pull into a lead, and they have never relinquished the lead. In fact, they've built on it. Lee, 28, 53-28. Would be an interesting trick if fans of one nation started counting the 24-second clock down in the language of the other nation that they're playing, but mistakenly. So they counted down when it was at 16, for example, started counting down from 5. Long with the long shot, and it's good. Smoothly done, and the second chance points for China, and it's 53-30 as we approach the halfway mark of the final quarter. Williams. And that's interesting too, that Britain has that many more baskets, but China have one more assist than the British do. Carrigill and Evans come back in the game. And that's Evans getting the rebound, Leah Evans. She's 19. There's actually 4 teenagers on this British team. As I said, the youngest in the competition, under 23 years old, is the average age. But there are 4 teenagers playing. And that's a spectacular achievement to be here and winning the quarterfinal match at the Paralympics with a team that young with that many teenagers. And of course they are the reigning under 25 champions, but usually in this sport there is a quantitative, well, a qualitative difference, I should say, with veteran teams. Experience counts for a lot here in international play. We've got Conroy helping Carrigill. Up, Evans comes over to lend a hand. And it's a blocking foul on Williams on Britain, and the ball goes over to China with 4:23 to play. You think back to that electric first 6 minutes of the game. Both teams coming down, both teams hitting their shots, moving quickly, really up and down the course at a tremendous pace. And then Great Britain just had that run, and it let the air out of the game, which, of course, when you're on top is what you want to do. Freeman, as the shot clock winds down, and Carrigill couldn't get a shot away in time. And Britain won a timeout. And I think this is my guess, but I think that Coach Thompson wants to sort of pick up the attitude here, just thinking it's a little bit too casual. And when you don't get the shot away and then you're grinning about it as you come down, it's not what he wants. Let's see if we can hear what he says.
Hey, we're a little out of sync right now, okay? Right? When we see them like that, we see 5 people at 0. We got to attack those seams and gaps. Right now, we're kind of meandering up to it, playing right into their hands. Attack it, keep playing in transition. Keep playing now.
Well, that was a very polite way of putting it from Coach Thompson, but it was basically the same thing. And you know, he wants them to keep playing in transition. He wants them to be aggressive the way they have to be. He wants them to see what China's defense is doing and attack it. You know, you don't want to let your team get into bad habits, even though you know that the game is basically decided at this point. Freeman with 24, Conroy with 14. Most of that in that run in the second quarter for Great Britain, and for China, Dai, the leading scorer, with 10, but she had 8 in the first quarter alone. Only 2 points since then. Li has scored 9 for China. Ball kept in, 6 on the shot clock for China. It's going to go to Liu. She's got the shot. She gets close to the basket, and she hits it just before the buzzer. 53-34 now. And let's see if there's a little bit more fire in the Great Britain team. Freeman, who gives to Conroy. Conroy with a nice screen and puts it in. (55-34). Inside, and the basket by Li. Freeman is Conroy trying to set up a block for her. Carrigill over to Evans. Evans coming free. She's got a path to the basket. She takes the shot from the outside instead. Liu with the rebound for China. 2 minutes to play. Lin. Set shot. In and out. Boy, did that one go far in and then come out with a lot of spin on it. Freeman jars to a stop. Now starts in again. Good pass to Evans. Evans lays that one in. Beautiful stuff from Helen Freeman. She's got great court vision. She can dish it out with either hand. And Evans with the layup, 57-36 with 1:27 to play. Very awkward shot there. We're approaching the 1 minute mark. Williams bringing it down for Britain. Evans gives her the block. Conroy in the middle. Freeman, it's taken away from her by Lee, but the loose ball picked up by Carrigan. They don't get the shot off in 24 seconds though because of the loose balls, and the basket won't count. 45 seconds now to play in the game. And China want a timeout with 45 seconds to go. For reasons that your idea will be as good as mine. No, excuse me, Britain took the timeout. Second timeout for them in the space of 3 minutes, the last 3 minutes of the game. So China at this point have actually outscored Britain in the fourth quarter, 10 points to 8. And after quarters of 18, 17, and 14, a perhaps statistically insignificant decline quarter by quarter in points production as the intensity of the game tended to reduce somewhat as Britain built up the lead. We've got Griffiths and Hazelden back in, and maybe they're going to work on setting up one last shot after we see what China does. With Lee, Lin, Chen looking, Lin, back to Long, and Lee hits now. 24 seconds, 24.9 on the game clock, so they can work for, in effect, the last shot if that's what they are planning on doing, if that's what they set up to do. And let's see, oh, it's picked away from Hazelden. She left it out there, and there's a steal. Good job by Evans getting back, cutting Chen off from the basket, but Long with the shot. And now there's only 3 seconds left, so if Britain had drawn up a play for a last second shot, it's not going to happen, and the game is going to end without a shot at all, in fact. And Great Britain have defeated China and will advance to the semifinals of this women's Paralympic basketball tournament by a 57-38 margin. A game that was pretty much decided in the last 4 minutes of the first quarter and the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, when Britain went on a 10-point run, and China in that 7-minute span did not score a single point. Britain established the lead. China could never get back on the footing, equal footing that they had at the beginning of the game, where it was fast-paced, exciting, good shooting. 12-12 tie, went to 18-12 at the end of the first period, and then 35-19 at the half. The Great Britain team increased that lead from 35 to 49 to 28 at the end of 3 quarters. And so in the last quarter, where China outscored Britain by 12-8, it really didn't matter. There's the confirmation of the score, 57-38. Great Britain, who finished second in Group A, defeat China, who finished third in Group B, and they advance to the semifinals. The game statistics, the shooting difference dropped down a little, but for most of the game, Great Britain was above 50% and China was below 30%. The points from turnovers still favor Britain, but the biggest statistic of all was the rebounding advantage. Britain dominating on the boards, getting second shots and putting them in. And now the Brits sing. And they sing happy birthday to the birthday girl, Charlotte Moore, who turned 18 today. And her 18th birthday present is a victory for Great Britain over the People's Republic of China. And what better birthday present could she have? Perhaps an Olympic medal? That's coming up. Britain will play in the semifinals against the winner of the fourth quarterfinal match between the United States and Brazil. The other semifinal will be contested by Germany and the Netherlands.